It's been 3 weeks since a local man was shot and killed in the parking lot near a Bakersfield Target. Today, he was laid to rest during an emotional ceremony. 23 ABC's Brianna Willis was at the service and joins us live with more about his life and how he was honored by family and friends. Brianna.
Keely, hundreds gathered here at St. Elizabeth Church to remember the life of Benny Alcala Jr. He was a father, brother, friend, and servant to our nation and here in Kern County. Those that knew him say his goal was to be a great human and of service to the community. And while his life was cut short, they say his legacy lives on. It's the sound of laying someone to rest. Tuesday, family, friends, and law enforcement gathered to remember Benny Alcala Jr.
What today meant for the family was celebrating the life of a wonderful man, a wonderful husband, wonderful father.
Alcala was shot and killed August 24th near a Southwest Bakersfield Target parking lot. But the life he lived is continuing to make an impact on the community.
Benny's 43 years may sound brief, but during those years he accomplished a lifetime full of love, service, and success.
Benny's uncle Warren Woolsey saying Tuesday's funeral was not easy for his loved ones.
Very difficult time for the family, but at the same time, it brings closure to a very tragic event that happened in our family.
And while it was hard, Woolsey adds, it was a time to remember the work Alcala has done over the last 4+ decades.
For us, this is, we want to focus on his life and what it meant to us and then celebrate that life moving forward.
That work also includes serving in the United States Navy, being a Kern County Sheriff's deputy, and serving as a California State Corrections Officer.
Benny was such a positive person. He was a role model for everybody around him.
Heather Shirley, the warden at Wasco State Prison, says seeing the amount of people that came out to honor Alcala meant a lot.
This is just befitting a man like Benny. Benny had an impact in so many areas, way more than he ever knew. And this was way more far-reaching than any of us could have expected.
Alcala's brother Richard saying his brother was a phenomenal person inside and out.
Beautiful people do not just happen. They pull themselves and others from the ashes. My brother Benny was one of those beautiful people, and I'll forever miss him.
Alcala's uncle also says the family's work is not over. They plan to continue working with law enforcement to increase public safety and to help families that suffer from similar tragedies. In Northwest Bakersfield, Brianna Willis, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
And the man arrested for allegedly killing Benny Alcala Jr. is Robert Purnell Roberts. Roberts has an extensive criminal history and was arrested for murder in the first degree, attempted robbery, and possession of a firearm by a felon in connection with this case. Roberts had a felony arraignment Wednesday and is scheduled for a pre-preliminary hearing Monday. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for the next day. And now taking an in-depth look at homicides in Bakersfield. According to the MAP Supplementary Homicide Report, there were 245 homicides from 2013 to 2021, 99 of which were reported as unsolved. There were over 133,000 arrests reported in that same time period, and 10% of those arrests were listed as violent crimes.